Okay. Hi all. Welcome everyone for this ISTQB session. Thanks everyone for joining the orientation session. Let me introduce myself. I am Mahesh. I got 12 years of experience into testing, software testing, and my testing areas are specifically into uh, ETL testing and report testing. I am not a certified ISTQB tester, but still I have a fair idea about what it is all about. Hi Lizzie. Hi everyone. Okay. So welcome to the session. Uh, I am assuming that everyone is able to see what I am writing. All right. Okay. All right. Fine. So I see a good amount of people here. So before I start, I would like to understand the audience first. Okay. So I'm introducing. I'm starting a poll where there are three questions. Please feel free to answer them. Okay. I'm starting the first one. I will give 30 seconds of time for each question. All right. Yeah. Here is the first question. Oh, okay. Another 10 seconds before we close this. There are still 10% who hasn't voted at all. Can you all please vote and so that we'll close it? It'll be around. All right. So I see that 75% of you are, let me share the result as well. So 75% are relatively new to software testing, which is a good amount. 66% have undertaken the training already, and 13% are already experienced in testing, 2 to 3 years, and 6% on the management level. Okay. So here goes the second question. For 30 seconds to answer this. Another 10 seconds before we close. I need active participation from everyone so that I can understand who my audience are actually. Okay. All right. So I see 50% know about the certifications, and 50% don't know. Okay. So let me see what are the different certifications people know. Here's the last question. You got 30 seconds to poll. It's a multiple choice answer. Okay. Another 10 seconds before we close. All right. Okay. So it looks like everyone has a fair idea of what are the list of certifications we got. That's good to hear. Okay. All right. Uh, okay. So coming back. So now are you able to see the screen? Okay. All right. Okay. So it looks like majority of the audience are relatively new to software testing, and this session will give a fair idea about what you can expect from this particular training. Okay. All right. 1 second. Huh? All right. Okay. So if I go by the poll and if I see if the audience is relatively new to software testing, I would like to pose a couple of questions. Okay. So please answer to this freely. Okay. And you can use your chat window for answering this question. So do you understand what is the need of software testing? This is my first question. I'm posing these questions to understand the audience more so that this training will be to the core level and will help them as well. Okay, indirectly it will help me also to define the course of the pace of the course. Okay, what's the need of software testing? Okay, yes, okay, yes. So majorly it's for finding the defects in the product that is being developed. Hmm. Yes, to avoid some errors and failures. All right. So the need of software testing is, say suppose you have a team which is building a product. Okay. Client wants a product which will be used by all the users. Now when I say any user, a user mindset will be different. The way he would need the requirement, okay, the way he or she is looking at the product will be different. Now the one who has developed it might not understand. 1 sec. Hey Gopika, you're not able to hear anything? Can you check your audio? I see all are able to hear it. Is there the same problem with others as well? Hmm. Industry and Gopika, can you please check? Others have replied that there's no problem. Yeah. All right. Can you check your audio, please? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So coming back. So when a quality product is expected from the product owner as well as the end user, it is not that easy for the developer or the client himself or herself to make sure it works. So obviously, a third pair of eye for any application or for anything, a third pair of eye or some vigilance is required, right? Now, how do you quantify it or how do you measure that third pair of eyes credibility? Depends on the first experience level. Second, some standards to measure. These are the only two that I see to quantify the credibility of the person who is doing uh, the vigilance or the validation or the verification activities. Okay, so experience level. So experience level comes with the number of years he or she has been doing the same activity, right? It's because of these number of years experience, the person will be having what exactly is being done. Okay, he or she will know how to do, when to do, what to do. Okay, so how do you quantify this? How to do? How to do means what is the way of getting this quality product out? Okay, when to do? So at what phase? Does it mean that right from the requirements or right from the stage when the actual product is being developed, can we do it? Or is it a finished product that we need to test? So that's how the when to do it is defined. What to do? Say I have an application, it's being installed on a Windows machine or an Unix box or a Apple Mac or Apple machine. So how does it uh, that particular application differ from one environment to other? So how do I do that? What to do on that? Okay, so there are features that will differ from one location to the other location or one OS to the other OS. So what to do? What should I do on that particular application? Or what should I test? Say suppose there are multiple features in the product. So I'll not be able to test everything, right? So I'll have to do specifically some sort of testing that I am limited to do in this particular duration. So this all comes with the experience. Okay. Then alternate way is some standards to measure. Something like certified professional or qualified professional. So you understand qualified and certified, right? The basic difference between qualified and certified? Yes, no? Okay. A certified person, okay, I'll give you a brief. On a high level, both look the same, qualified and certified. Qualified means it is for sure that that particular person is not having any experience, but have been trained on it. Whereas certified is not assuring that he or she is experienced, but is well is well enough to have to have the handling capacity. Qualified is saying for sure it is not. He is not experienced. But certified is not assuring you that. But he or she is knowing about the particular product or that particular piece of piece which he or she is and is having a fair idea about it. Okay. So now from testing perspective, okay. So we got multiple certifications. Okay, ISTQB is one, CST is the other, and there is one more from QAI. Okay, so let me show that as a picture of it. So there, as I said, there are three in number. ISTQB, QA is CST. Sorry, I typed it wrong. And CSTP from IIST. Okay. So of these three, ISTQB is very widely known. Okay. This will help both the freshers in the software testing field as well as the experienced person. Okay. So there are three modules, three levels in this certification. One, learners for the entry level. Okay. And this is a foundation level, and we got advanced level, and the third one is expert level. Okay. So I'll write it out, which is called as foundation, expert level, and advanced level. These are the three levels in ISTQB. Okay, and then we got CST. Sorry, I just didn't mention what is ISTQB all about, the abbreviation. So ISTQB stands for International Software Testing Qualifications Board. Okay, this is ISTQB is a non-profit organization which provides certification to software testing prospects as well as experienced professionals. Okay, and then we got CST. This is from QAI. This is another board which gives a certification. Okay, and the last one is CSTP. Of these three, ISTQB is very profound or the fond certification among the industry. Now, what is that? It makes ISTQB the most sought after certification among the software professionals is this is a quantified way of telling. Why do I say quantified? I'll let you know in the last. It's a quantified way of telling that the professional or the person who undertook this session or the person who is certified knows about software testing. Okay, so it is a basic way of telling, or this is a basic way of telling the ones, the managers, the client that hey, this person knows in and out about the software testing. Okay, this certification plus experience will fetch a lot to the professional, the one who is undertaking it, to the one who is in pursuit of career in testing. Okay, now it is a two-way advantage. One, it is good for the individual and more advantage to the organization. Why is it so? Because say suppose the firm or the company which is hiring as ISTQB certified, okay, it is making sure that the person is or the professional is having the understanding about software testing. Now when he or she projects the candidates to the client, saying that hey, this person is experienced in software testing for these many years, there will be a slight hesitation from the client side saying, is it really, or he or she does really have software testing experience? There's no common platform which will let them know that this particular person have really worked on software testing. So there should be a common platform or a common um, uh, widely acknowledged what do you say, certification or something which will let you know that hey, this person or really knows about software testing. So that's where it is advantage for the client as well as the organization to have certified professionals. Now ISTQB is the one, as it is widely used, and see it is both ways. One, there are a lot of professionals who are certified on ISTQB, and there are a lot of clients or companies which rely on ISTQB because it's a non-profit organization, right? So it helps them to understand that yes, whatever certification this particular board is giving is credible. Okay, is one credible board whose certificates are acknowledged worldwide. All right, so that's the reason ISTQB is very fond in the world. Now, if you see the course, what do you say? If you see the number of professionals so far, this is the old data, but latest data shows that it is somewhere near 500,000. Okay, so the count has drastically increased worldwide. Okay, now this is most popular, and the course fee is minimal, $250. Okay, if you are in India, it is somewhere near to $450, 4,500. Okay, in US, it's $250. Now, the advantage of ISTQB is for every country, it has its own board. Okay, all right. So, if you see, this is a website. This is a global website, istqb.org. For India, it is istqb.in. All right. Now, if you see this map, someone who is joining from a different locations, you can see what are the different countries where it got its geographic coverage. Okay, someone in Australia, they can go and click on it and go to the local website. All right. So if you see back the uh, the 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 naming convention changes. Okay, in Australia it's ANZTB, whereas in India it's ITB. Okay, but ISTQB's certification is common for all the locations. All right, that's one advantage. The other thing is it got three levels of certification. One is the foundation level for the entry persons or the experienced ranging from 2 to 3 years. They can take this foundation level. Whereas someone who got an experience level from 5 to 6 years, they can go for advanced level. And the one who are up and above the manager level, right? They it's better to take the expert level. All right. So this course is more for the foundation level. Okay. This particular training is more for foundation level training of ISTQB. Okay. And we will let you know what you can expect from this courses, the content or the course content. All right, mock questionnaire, mock test and questionnaire. Okay, and a fair idea about how to crack the test. Okay, tips and tricks to crack the test. Okay, now what is there in the examination? Okay, so there are 40 multiple choice questions. This exam has 40 multiple choice questions with 1 mark each for one question, and there are no negative marks for a wrong question, for a wrong answer. Okay, so the pass percentage that is required is 65%, which is somewhere near to 26 marks, right? And the course fees is $250 in US and 4,500 in India. And if you fail, and I'm sure after this training you will not fail. Okay, if you fail, you can retake an exam at any point the next day. Okay, not the same day but next day. All right, so that's the advantage of this particular training. But I'm sure who will undergo this training, there is no rejection ratio so far. Okay, and if I go by what do you say, the analytics, almost 100 have been trained from us, and all of them have passed. Okay, and 100% is the pass percentage, pass percentage, success ratio. All right, now what is there in this, what is that is required for this training? Okay, the most important thing is the understanding about. Okay, the first and most thing that you need to understand is you need to understand what are the roles in each and in an organization. Okay, so who is an entry level tester, who is a quality a software test engineer, what is test analyst all about, what is the difference between technical test analyst and the test analyst. Okay, who will become a test manager or a test lead. Okay, what are the different types of testing we got, like security testing, automation testing, usability testing, database testing, data warehouse testing. Okay, what are the different types of testing we got, and what is the role of each type of tester. Okay, and then the process, like waterfall model or the agile process, what is a DevOps. Okay, so these models you will have to understand. Okay, this training will discuss all, and apart from this, there are 6 topics major for foundation level. Okay, the basics of testing, the testing life cycles, what are the techniques, what are the design test techniques, what are the management test techniques, and the support tools like the ALM, okay, or QC from HP, and other tools, okay, like Oats from Oracle, Jira, Bugzilla. All these will form under the foundation level. So this particular training will will discuss about all these topics, and you will have a fair idea before you take the test. Apart from this, we will give you mock what do you say, the questionnaire, which you can go through, and what do you say, you can take these exams which are defined by us. It will be similar to what it will be there in the actual ISTB questionnaire, and you will have a fair idea about how to answer them. Okay, so if you see, all the questions are multiple choice questions. Okay, all right. There are levels to these, K1, K2, so on to. All right. So we'll have to answer these questions. All right, and based on the answers and the pass percentage, you will be certified at the ISTQB foundation level. All right. So this training, we will share at least 10 to 20 mock-up tests so that you will practice at your level and you will have a fair idea before you take the examination. All right. So this is it from myself. I'll stop talking more now. I'm open for the questions. It's up to you guys now. Okay. First question. Do you give any test for each session? Yes. Uh, the the plan is for each session, not for each session, but for each level. There are 6 levels, right? So for each level, at the end of each level, we will be giving you the mock test for that particular session, for that particular level. Okay. All right. And at the end of all the levels, I mean, sorry, all the what do you say, 6 levels, we will have a common mock test, at least 2 or 3. We'll try to give at least 2 or 3, but one is for sure. All right. ISTQB, it's not part of JPAC. This part I am not sure, Sandeep and Meenal, frankly speaking. Uh, uh, Please pose this question to the sales team. But I'm sure this is part of JPAC also. All right. Okay. There's another question. Is this exam registered via Pearson or Prometric? It is from Pearson. Okay. Is it necessary to complete foundation level before writing advanced level like automation, etc.? We would suggest to write foundation level and then go to the next level, advanced and okay. There's no compulsion as such, but it would be suggestible if you do that. Okay, let me clear the air about Pearson and Prometric. Both we can have it. See, you can take the exact examination both from Pearson or Prometric. Based on the country where you reside, you can do it. Okay, you can take. Okay, Vidya Thomas is asking how is it? How is the mock test conducted? Will you take it by email? No, no, no. We will have the same way of how we posted the poll today, right? So we will take it like the same way, but each will have an individual email. Okay. So there's a website called as Survey Monkey where you can pose the questions. So we'll send individual link for the registrants and you can take the examination. Okay. Do we get any material or questionnaire for after every session? The material is as same as the one which we are taking care in the live training. Also, the questionnaires we have around some 20 to 25 PDFs which we gathered from various sources, and we'll be sharing with you. Okay. Yeah. So these notes will be shared in the Google Drive as well as the common location from our website. If you are a paid member, you can go and look into that. Okay. On a day-to-day basis, at the end of the session, we need to do some compiling activity. We need to zip them and then share it. Okay, so it will take some 3-4 hours after the session to get them loaded. All right. Pavani, you said website testing. Was it? I didn't understand. Was there any question there? Okay. What qualities are most important to become a good software test engineer? You should ask a lot of questions actually. Then you will become a software test engineer, good software test engineer. See, unless and until you understand the requirement, okay, and the target audience, you will not, you will not, you will not become a good software test engineer. All right. And the other thing is the eye for details. You should know if you see something, you should be able to understand what exactly is written there or what is that is being showcased. Okay, A to Z. You should be able to tag it to the outcome also. Okay, so that comes with experience, but basic thing is having a knowledge about the testing process first and the areas of testing. That will help you as an entry level person to become a good software tester. Okay, Radhika is asked, after the course, do we need to pay and take test in ISTQB website? Yes. So if you are residing in India, you go to the India board, India website, and then you can register and take the test. Okay. It is of 1 hour duration. Okay. If you are in a location where it's not your mother tongue or you are not a native person, you will have an extra 15 minutes of time to take the examination. So 60 minutes is the duration, 60 minutes for exam. And if you are not a native person, you will get extra 15 minutes. So 15 minutes for non-native person. Or you don't want to take, if you are not able to take in the local language. Say suppose you are in Europe countries. So the examination will be in not in English. It would be in either if you are in France in French, German, so on and so forth. There you will have an extra 15 minutes of time. All right. Okay. If you have any doubt, okay, Vidya is asking if you have any doubt in the lesson, can we contact? Yes. So I'll share my email ID. Okay. So you can post the questions there. But I am also a working professional, so please expect a delayed answer. Okay. I might not be able to give it, but there's an alternate for it. We have an app. Okay. Uh, which there you can pose the questions. Okay. And uh, uh, in case of urgency, just ping us a couple of times. We'll be answering them. But please expect a delayed answer. All right. All right. Any other questions, please? So I'm pretty much sure every one of you have an access to Google Drive. All have Gmail access. I mean Gmail accounts. So we will share you the Google Drive, the folder, which will have the course content, the mock-up tests as the read-only documents. So you can go through them at any point of time before we share them to the website of ours, IT Learn. Okay. All right. So all the paid members, please share your Gmail details once we start the actual training. Okay. So ideally, this is a 10-day training. We will extend it when and where it is required. Okay. But I am sure by past experience, we have extended by a couple of days, and we will be doing the same for this training if needed. All right. So minimum is 10 days of training. And if people are in interest for advanced level / expert, we will continue with after completing the foundation level. Okay. Yeah. So the app where we can post our questions will be shared to the paid members. Okay. So I'm just giving a heads up. The app name is Interact. You can find it in Google Play. Okay. But the links and the registration, the username and password will be shared only to the paid members. All right. Any other questions? Uh, I think it works, Indu. If you are already a paid member for Selenium and you got an account, then you will be able to access. But please leave a mail to sales.elearn@gmail.com. They will be the correct persons to address your concerns. Um, no problem, Kamal. You can share your Gmail account. Okay. Uh, then we'll add it to you. Okay. No worries. Once you're a paid member, right? At the start of the session, I'll take all your IDs and then I'll add it to the drive. All right. Okay. Any other questions? Indu, at this point, all it's not required. Once we start the paid sessions, right? Then we'll take your ID. Okay. All right. I don't see any other questions. All right. So we'll see you back in the next session, which is a day one, apart from the in one after the orientation session. And after that, that would be after the second session, it would be a paid session. So I hope you got a fair idea about what exactly is ISTQB all about and what is that you can expect from this particular training. All right. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining today's session. See you back in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night and good day.